Glass or polycarbonate? Sounds like a simple question, right? But the material that looks the best, the one that insulates the best, and the one that is actually easiest to grow in are not always the same thing. So in this video, I want to walk you through the real trade-offs and help you figure out which one actually fits your climate, your goals, and what you want the experience to feel like. And if you end up stuck between the two, I'll show you a third option worth considering. I want to start with something that surprised me. Last summer here in Texas, our peppers inside the polycarbonate greenhouse actually outperformed the ones planted outdoors. And I think that's a good way into this conversation because it hints at something that a lot of people don't expect. The clearest light isn't always the easiest growing environment. But this video isn't a pitch for one over the other. I want to give you the real trade-offs so you can figure out which actually fits you. Most people thinking about this decision are picturing two things: how it's going to look and how warm it's going to stay. But there's a third factor that shapes both of those, and that's light. So let's start there. Glass gives you clearer, more direct, more unfiltered light. It has that classic crystal clear look, bright, open, and beautiful. Polycarbonate diffuses light. It scatters it more instead of letting it hit in one direct beam. And for a lot of plants, especially seedlings, tender stars, or anything that doesn't love intense sun, that softer light is actually easier to grow in. But here's what also happens when light passes through the glazing. It heats up the greenhouse, which can be a really good thing if it just warms up the greenhouse in winter so you don't need heating. But it can also be a problem. If that heat builds up too fast or too much, your plants will suffer. And with glass, that happens more easily on a sunny day. Then when night comes, a little extra warmth is actually what you want so your heating system doesn't have to work as hard. Glass, especially single pane glass, has a lower insulating value than multi-wall polycarbonate. That means it lets more heat in and it lets more heat out. Polycarbonate holds heat better because of the air gap built right into the panel structure. This multi-wall design helps reduce temperature swings. And that matters more than people realize. Plants don't just need warmth, they need stability. When a greenhouse swings between cold nights and scorching afternoons, that stress shows up in your plants. I believe that's why our greenhouse peppers did so well last summer. The diffused light and the more stable environment added up to plants that weren't fighting their conditions every single day. That said, there are growers who specifically want that higher light transmission and full UV exposure for plants like Mediterranean herbs, succulents, highlight fruiting plants. And in cloudier climates, polycarbonate can actually mean less light overall, which is where glass can pull ahead. Glass gives you maximum light, more UV exposure, and that traditional greenhouse feel. Polycarbonate gives you a gentler, more stable growing environment, especially if you're in a climate with intense sun, cold nights, or both. Neither one is automatically better. It depends on what you're asking the greenhouse to do. Now let's talk about what it's actually like to own one of these over time. Because the purchase price isn't just the beginning. There's also installation, maintenance, and eventually replacement. And the two materials handle all of those very differently. We helped installing glass greenhouses in a showroom, and I'll tell you, it's a completely different experience from polycarbonate. The panels are heavy and you have to be way more careful. That's for unpacking and installing them. We use suction cups to carry and position them safely. And the large roof panels, especially those, required real care and more than one set of hands. Polycarbonate panels are much lighter and assembly is more forgiving. That difference in weight also affects the foundation. Glass greenhouses require a stronger foundation so it doesn't sag under the weight. Glass can also break. A branch, an installation mistake, a rock from a mower. Even tempered glass isn't immune. Although we have seen some photos where a greenhouse survived golf ball-sized hail without a crack. So it's not that fragile. But polycarbonate is much more impact resistant, which is one of its biggest practical advantages. And with high quality polycarbonate, if it does take a dent, it will often work its way back to its original shape over time, almost like memory foam. And that's definitely not something you get with glass. But polycarbonate has its own trade-offs. Cheaper panels can feel flimsy. If the panel system isn't well designed, you'll notice it on a windy day. Multi-wall channels can collect dirt over time if the edges aren't sealed properly. And UV protection matters, not for the plants, but for the panel itself. UV-infused panels hold up significantly longer than UV-coated ones. That's the difference between a panel lasting 10 to 15 years versus breaking down much sooner. Glass, on the other hand, can last indefinitely if it doesn't shatter. And it doesn't scratch or cloud as much as polycarbonate can. But it does ask more from you when it comes to cleaning. If you want that beautiful clear look to stay, especially with hard water or irrigation splash nearby, it needs regular attention. On cost, glass greenhouses are typically more expensive upfront. The structures need to be stronger and shipping is more demanding. Polycarbonate can be more practical from a cost standpoint, but quality varies a lot. A well-made polycarbonate greenhouse and a cheap one are not the same experience. Now, before you buy either one, you should ask, how easy is it to get replacement panels? And what warranty is offered on the glazing? Those questions matter more than people expect. Now, let's talk about something a lot more personal. Because sometimes you're not just choosing a growing tool, you're choosing a space. Stepping into a polycarbonate greenhouse feels different from stepping into a glass one. Polycarbonate has this quality where the light is soft, the space feels enclosed, and it's almost like you're in your own little jungle cave. It's tucked in, cozy, and focused. Glass is the opposite. You can see the rest of your landscape, watch rain come down, sit inside while the weather changes outside. It feels connected to the garden around in a way that polycarbonate doesn't. Both have their own kind of magic. They're just different experiences. If aesthetics and that open glass room feel are a big part of what you're after, glass is hard to beat. If function and the feeling of a dedicated growing space matter more, polycarbonate often wins. But if you don't want to fully commit to one or the other, there is a third option worth knowing about: hybrid greenhouses. They typically use polycarbonate on the roof and glass on the walls. So you have the best of both worlds. The roof is where most of the intense sunlight, heat buildup, and heat loss happens. Polycarbonate up top helps with all of that. And there's another practical reason. Those large roof panels in glass are heavy and require real care. Polycarbonate up top means lighter panels, easier assembly, less risk. Then the glass walls give you that open, connected look you wanted. For a lot of people, a hybrid ends up being the smartest middle ground. Better growing environment than pure glass, more visual appeal than pure polycarbonate. Now that you know how the materials compare, the next question is what you actually want to grow, because that shapes the rest of the decision more than most people expect. And I've got a video on exactly that. It's linked right here.